welcome everyone. We are The Way of the Leaf, and we are doing our part of the Hype Train video that was endorsed by Rob from Malkier Talks. We were officially tagged by the Dragon Mount team, and so we are here to answer 11 questions that pertain to last season and the upcoming season of the Amazon series, The Wheel of Time.
Oh, very cool idea, Rob. Thanks for starting this up. Thanks for Dragon Mount for asking us to do this. We will tag 2 content creators at the end of this video. Yeah, question number one. What is your favorite episode from season 1, Brother Dan?
My favorite episode is the one with Logain. I don't know which number that is, but that whole episode with Logain in the cave, that whole camp scene where he frees himself, and then at the end, Nynaeve just exploding her love everywhere and healing everyone like brighter than 1,000 suns. That, to me, was my favorite episode.
Good call. My favorite episode of season 1 was episode 6, which is the intrigue in the tower, all Swan all the time. Who is your favorite character from season 1, Brother Dan?
I want to say Isla. Isla from the Tinkers. Her little monologue when she is describing the way of the leaf and why she believes in what she believes, even though Perrin logically challenges her on it. It was heart-rendering. Her linking arms with her clan and getting punched by a bunch of white cloaks. Isla, to me, was my favorite character, and I loved every time she was on screen.
Awesome. My favorite character is Swan Sanche. It's one of the more fully realized characters of season 1 because we get to see her as a child, and then we get to see her fully manifesting herself as the Emerald Seat. She's a powerhouse actress, and I thought she played it amazingly well.
That's a good call, Ryan. Swan's up there for me too. And right. I'm a sucker for tattooed kids. You know that.
All right, so question number 3 is, what is your favorite piece of dialogue from season 1? And for me, my favorite piece of dialogue was when Matt and Pat and Fane first were interacting at the Tinker Shack. You got to see their characters, and you got to see that kind of like street smarts meets street smarts, scandalous dudes like going at it. Very subtle, very, very understated, but powerful. I like that scene.
Mm-hmm. I already mentioned the Isla dialogue with Perrin, so I will pick something else. There's several pieces that I could pick, I think. But I am going to choose when Swan is leaving her father, when they're fishing, that whole cold open. I love that dialogue a lot. I like that backstory that we get. And I'm going to choose that as my favorite piece of dialogue. Right?
Now, question number 4. Which character did you end up loving that you didn't expect to love so much? Which is kind of an odd one because I love every character. Who did I love more that I didn't expect to love? Maybe Egwene, because book 1 Egwene was hard to relate to for me, and she kind of like made like decisions that seemed based out of whimsy. But this Egwene was more solid, grounded, and I liked how they matured her up a little bit.
I am going to say Liandrin. In the books, she is a very unlikable character. And in the show, she is a relatively unlikable character as well. But the actress and the show both portray Liandrin as having some vulnerabilities, as being a victim in her life. And I have a soft spot now for her where I did not think I was going to. So I'm going to say Liandrin of the Red Aja.
Okay, cool.
Blah.
Now, who had the best outfit in season 1? Best outfit.
Girl.
Alana. I loved her gold chains cutting across her chest.
Yeah, Alana is a good one. Alana was both functional and super fashionable.
Functional?
Yeah.
Chains for Dan.
She was in a fight.
Was she blocking arrows with those chains?
I'm sure her skirts were divided. for writing if she needed to. Gosh, I'm going to say Moraine when she is wearing her oversized man sex outfit, like her man shirt.
When she meets with Swan?
When she meets with Swan, I'm going to say that understated yet super sexy nightshirt. And actually, what Swan's is wearing too, when she is hanging out there, and also when she meets the girls, Egwene and Nynaeve later, she's got like her casual gear on, but they got these big poofy sleeves. So I'll say Swan and Moraine.
All right, so who portrayed their character the best and why? I would say that of all the characters, I'd have to say Moraine. When I read the books now, Moraine looks like Rosamund Pike to me. So, and that's not true for all the other characters. So I'd have to say Moraine is like fully embodied the character and has allowed me to like transpose her face in my mental headcanon.
Mm-hmm. And there's just scenes in our rewatch, Ryan. I was especially looking at acting, and there's just scenes where Rosamund Pike just kills it.
Mm-hmm.
Just absolutely kills it. She's so good. I won't pick her. Oh, man, I'm going to go a little controversial, and I'm going to say the person who left. I'm going to say that Barney Harris did a hell of a job with Matt. Every time he was on screen, I found that I was captivated by who and what he was portraying. I think he provided perfect comic relief. He had good comic timing, yet there was this sinisterness to him. I liked him at the Grinwell farm to where it's ambiguous whether he was evil or was detecting evil. I loved Barney Harris, and I think it is something that I'm most looking forward to in season 2, to see exactly how this all transpires and how they transition into the next actor, because Barney was good, man. He was really good. And so I don't envy Donald for having to step into these shoes that I think were pretty big.
I agree. The biggest of the shoes. Yeah, we both agreed he was the standout actor of season 1. Tell us about a moment that unexpectedly made you laugh or cry in season 1. I will say
Ryan,
that
you cried like every episode.
Anytime a new character entered the screen, I started crying. Anytime a character said a line from the book, I started crying. But what unexpectedly moved me was the romance scene between Moraine and Swan. On Your Knees is still one of an iconic line, a memorable scene that turns out they improvised, which is so cool. I was surprised and moved by that scene.
I will say mine came right off the bat during Winter Night. That portrayal of the violence that occurs to this really peaceful village is jarring. And what is most jarring to me and what affected me was not only Matt searching for the girls and protecting the girls, that commitment to his sisters, but when Nynaeve gets pulled out by the Trolloc by her hair and is just like, bye, and Egwene is just standing there petrified and helpless, and she doesn't know what to do. She's supposed to be learning from the wisdom. Her best friend just got yanked out to be eaten by a Trolloc, and she's just like looking around and seeing burning and people biting. That whole scene, like her helplessness, choked my throat.
Oh, okay. Did you get that checked out?
Yeah, it's polyps. My opera singing days are done.
Okay, we're all better off for that. Tell us a moment that, so what moment was the best homage to the books? The best homage to the books. I loved Loyal saying, "You humans are so hasty." I guess the Manethrin speech, like Sand songs, like cut the song out, just go to the speech.
Right. Well, I was gonna say the Manethrin speech, but I'll piggyback off your first one. I'll say Loyal, like running a Barnes and Noble, or him being in charge of a bookstore, is appropriate to the Loyal that we know as a voracious reader.
He was running the store, or was he just like being a pushy customer who thinks he knew it all?
Oh, I figured it was his store. He's like, oh, I just got to grab a couple things and I'll meet you out there. I figured he had to go back into the office and like turn off the coffee pot. He had to go make sure his Hot Pocket wasn't going to burn in the toaster oven, stuff like that.
What flavor Hot Pocket does Loyal eat?
Obviously combo.
I'd say vegetarian. All right. Aside from the blood snow, what was your favorite cold open? And I'm like going back. Was Nynaeve escaping the Trolloc? Was that a cold open?
It sure was.
And that's my favorite.
Oh, that's a good one. I will say Logain, where he is taking the country of Gheldon. And he kneels with the king of Gheldon and says, I am the last dragon, destroyed the world. I am here to bind it.
Which is such a great word.
Loved it. Plus, you have those two like phantom people around Logain who's like, just like your sister, they don't love you. They're going to kill you. Sure. So cool.
The other one's going, Cinder Valley, Cinder Valley.
They're like, your shoes untied, huh? Made you look.
You call yourself a leader.
They do like the little boink. Oh, hey, you got something on your tie. What? Oh.
How many times a day does one of them just go behind and kneel and he gets pushed over?
He gets pushed over phantom. People like in Logan's camp just see him go, whoa.
So there he goes.
It's like, you fucking guys.
Call them flopsy loads. Two more questions. What was the best moment in the behind-the-scenes footage of season 2? And we haven't really watched that stuff, so I can't say.
Nope.
We watched the preview, and I thought the preview was cool. I like the big blowing smoke fan. I like the circle with Rand on it. I don't know. Is that what they're talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch it either, guys. What's the difference between that and spoilers, right? Don't we just want to watch what's on the screen? So I tend not to try to look these things out. It'll come into my periphery and I'll watch it, but I don't actively search it out.
When I go to therapy, I don't want the therapist who I just met to have pre-analyzed me. No. I want to be analyzed in the moment.
Although I do look at my therapist's greatest hits DVD. Does your therapist have a greatest hits therapy DVD?
No. What kinds of songs are on yours?
Oh, no. It's actual like footage where she is breaking people left and right of their addictions, of their hang-ups,
she's
of their
constantly,
depression.
and it's just
It's their greatest hits. It's like you'll hear a voiceover. It's like, and now the doctor will find the source. And she's like, why aren't you a little boy anymore? And he's like, you're right. I'm a man. Thanks. And they hug and he leaves. And she looks at the camera and she gives a thumbs up and a wink. Ding.
I thought you were going to have a montage of her just slamming people against the wall saying, it's not your fault. It's not your fault.
No, she's more of a get over it therapist.
She's a tough lover.
Yeah, she's a tough lover.
So speaking of tough lover, let's move on to number 11 because we're talking about the actors we're most excited to see on screen. Which one of these three do you think will be the tough lover that you're looking forward to? Sarah, Donald, or Ayula? Elaine, Matt, or Avienda?
I'm looking forward to Donald because of my aforementioned love of Barney Harris's portrayal of Matt. I'm rooting for this kid so much to come out of the gate and knock it out of the park and to take up the mantle. But there are big shoes to fill. But I think that the role allows for him to do this. I think any other role wouldn't have worked as well. But I think Matt, we can get someone in if he's good. So I'm hoping. I'm really looking forward to Donald.
Yeah, of all the characters, the change, spoilers for book 2 and 3, the change that Matt goes on through is so astounding because he's obviously being compelled by the knife. So book 1, Matt is not the Matt we grow to love. So if there is going to be a drastic change, which I, as a lover of acting, I was really wanting to see that come out of one man, right? I wanted to see like that actor take the change and grow with it.
Right.
But we don't get that. We do get Donald. By all accounts, he's going to be great. Everyone says his oeuvre is strong. His jawline is strong.
His jawline is strong.
His jawline is strong.
His guys, and let's not forget that we got a new Dumbledore halfway through the Harry Potter movies.
I didn't notice.
We shook it off like it was.
I'm not ageist. I don't see old people.
He had a completely different voice, right?
He went from hello Harry
to hello Harry. Harry, why don't you get out? Get in the car, Harry.
Harry.
Don't make me come back there, Harry.
Harry, did you put your name in the goblet?
All right. Well, hey, thank you so much. We are The Way of the Leaf. We are excited for season 2 of The Wheel of Time. We done analysis of all episodes of season 1. We continue to do book analysis as we wait for season 2 to come out. And when everything drops, come back. We will give you guys our peculiar and amazing insights that only the puppets can.
Peculiar and amazing, yes. And now it is time for us to tag our friends who we like to hear their responses to these questions as well. Ryan and I have done a long and hard meeting about this, and we've decided we most want to hear from Morgan and Beth Domon.
We got you.
Morgan, Beth Domon.
You're on alert.
At you. Do it. You guys are on call now. So,
all right.
Let's
everyone,
do it.
Run for your lives.
Run for your lives. We love you.
Oh yeah. Like and subscribe and all that jive. We'll see you. Take 5.
Nice, right? Yeah, we're recording. We'll give it 5 seconds to start going. Okay. All right. Hello. But I am going to choose. Hold on. Fuck it. Left my head. But all right. 3, 2.